Take him!
Fire, crash bomb. North Mountain Adventures is brought to you by Wolverine Supplies, Athlon Optics, Dan Beaver Trapping Supplies, CNC Rentals and Recreation, Gem Insurance, Reprimap Graphic Design, Badlands Gear, Stillwater Adventures, True North Trailers, Bankert Marketing, and these fine sponsors.
Hey guys, we are here. It is mid-September and we are at in the Delta Marsh area for the Lady Waterfowlers Women's Mentored Hunt. It is our first experience, my first experience with this, so I'm pretty pumped. We have the whole family out. Even Miss Kirsten is here this weekend checking it out. And so we're gonna get registered and see what it's all about. So follow us in and we'll check it out.
Welcome everybody! Everyone's here safe and sound, and I love that. All your smiling faces and all the excitement. We're super excited about this weekend. Team Lady Fowlers is this exceptional recruitment program to ensure that recruitment happens and to ensure that a novice hunter turns into an independent, successful hunter. Instead of just the one weekend and saying like, hey guys, here's all the knowledge, good luck, and keep in contact with us. This is like all year training. It's taking exceptional leaders in our hunting community and turning them into instructors. I think there's a really cool environment here and reasons why we all come to hunt. And that brings us all together and kind of gets us to meet like-minded people, but we're building a hunting community right now, which is really special. And I feel like there are different reasons why we're here.
So my name's Melanie MacCarthy. I am the co-owner of North Mountain Adventures. I am brand new to waterfowl. So I'm a big game hunter. I am not a waterfowl hunter. I'm not a shotgun shooter. So this is as new to me for a lot of you guys, but we're super stoked to be here.
Okay, so duck ID without getting into like a real deep scientific approach here. There's two kinds of ducks, two like categories of ducks that you will find in two different habitats. You have your dabbling ducks and you have your divers. Also, the dabbling and the diving ducks feed on different things. So diving ducks like to dive down and grub into the mud for all those vegetation and invertebrates and all that good stuff. And your dabbling ducks filter feed in the water, yes, but they also go to the field and feed on grains and cereals.
So these are a shell. I'll pass these around and you can kind of feel them. So the more expensive you get with your shell, the more it's going to have like a coating on it where the water can drip off a little bit better. The full bodies are going to be flocked a little bit more. So these ones are still a little bit plasticky, but the head you'll feel is very soft. So the purpose behind that is to help the dew roll off of the decoys, because when the dew comes out in the morning and if there's anything shiny or anything out of place in your decoy set, the birds are very on to that. So the nice thing about these ones, aside from the shells, is that they give you that little bit of movement in your decoy set. So, you know, if it's really, really still, sometimes that can look a little suspicious to the bird. The next type of decoy that we have are these silhouettes. These actually work really good. So these are dive bomb silhouettes, and basically what we usually do with these is try to do a bit of a like face to face like this, so that when the birds are circling, they can see from here. If they come across this way, they kind of lose it. So if you have another one right there, then they can see the silhouette. Wind is very, very important when it comes to a decoy set. That's going to determine where you set your blind, and it's going to determine where you set your feeders, which we're going to talk about a little bit more once we start actually setting it up. So the birds are always going to land into the wind. So you need to make sure that your pocket is open in the area that they're going to be flying into and landing.
How are you doing there?
I'm doing great. This is what we call feeder. Definitely an art to this.
Yeah.
I literally understanding now why some people are unsuccessful bird hunters. There's a lot more to it than.
Well, you always get some because there's always the stupid ones, right?
Yeah.
Come here! We're holding this gun and we're not shooting. The action is open to show everybody right now that it's unloaded. Okay? So this is a semi-automatic. All of our guns are semi-autos. Semi-autos all operate very similarly. They all have the same mechanics, but maybe just in a different spot on the gun. So every gun has a safety, which we use but we don't trust. Okay? So the safety is generally on a semi-automatic. It's going to be on the trigger guard right here for the most part. Sometimes I find a safety on this side, some on this side, and some on the top. Before you pick up any gun, if you're not familiar with it, just know the mechanics before you start. Okay, so semi-automatic, you don't ever want to put your fingers inside this action, no matter what. Because if it closes and your thumb's in there, it hurts. So literally, your safety's on when you load, but literally you can drop this shell in crooked. You just drop it in and close it, and it automatically goes in. Stance for shooting.
You want to put it right about where your bra strap is, right in that meat of your I end up putting mine up a little higher, just to get it comfortable. Your cheek is on the stock, and you're looking down the barrel so that it goes away.
Yeah, exactly. So your hand is in a balanced spot, not too far up, not too far back.
And you're pulling it against you so that when you do pull the trigger, it isn't jumping, and that's what's going to hurt. In the heat of the moment, sometimes it happens.
When you're waterfowl hunting or sporting clay shooting or whatever you're doing, when you start doing targets that are not just coming straight at you, and there you just pull up and blot it out, you actually do have to get on the leading lip. You always think about a target and how it flies through a clock. This is how I always do it.
Okay.
Like, so you think of your clock, 12, 6.
Yeah.
And if the target's coming through the clock, so you know it's coming through at 2 o'clock,
Yeah.
and it's climbing at 2, get right on that lip right there. Okay. If it's going the other way, get right on the lip right there.
Okay, cool. Oh, I missed again.
So you just like, you wait half a second more.
Too long?
Just wait.
Wait
Yeah.
more.
You're just shooting like half a second too fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can kind of like make your brain slow the target down, and like it sounds weird, but like, you know, as it's coming and it's climbing, like you don't, like you start to think like, I gotta take it.
Totally.
But there's that sweet spot where if you just like,
hang on.
if you just following, you'll see it hang there for just like, and this is all happening, it is happening fast.
Yeah.
But you see that it reaches that apex.
Okay.
That's like when you take it.
Now. Yes.
Nice.
There you go, Mom.
I felt the total difference in that. Like, I was just like, I wanted to shoot so bad.
Yeah.
Nice shot, Mom.
And you got a bonus
Gonna
piece
kill
in the
some
other
birds in
apron
the
back
morning.
Have a drink. Like these two targets we got, right? Like, no, they're bastards.
Nice.
Biggest difference that your waterfowl or upland hunting experience has compared to your big game experience is you get to take a dog with you. With waterfowl, dogs come in different, I guess, shapes and forms. You have everything from your retrievers, which are the most famous for it, your golden retrievers, your Labrador retriever. You have your versatile breeds like your German short-hair pointers. In my experience, and this is my experience, I'm not going to say there's wrong and right. My go-to is a lab. They seem to be the one for me, just based on what I do. There's something for everybody. There is no right. There is no wrong. That's what I'm going to say. A good field dog is a good field dog. It doesn't matter where they come from. It's just some of these lines are bred for different purposes, have different energy levels. You see different sizes, and it's what works for you. Right? So this is Willa. She turned a year in May. She is what we would call a started dog. If you're ever looking for, you don't want a puppy and you're looking for a dog that's already trained, she's what we call a started dog. So she has not had her first season yet. She has never been in a blind in the field with birds following her out off the shot. I never ever trust a started dog their first season. I never trust them. They're always on a leash. They're always tethered. Because if they get away with it once, it's going to trickle down, okay? I'm a believer in slow is fast. It's like, because once you mess it up, it can take a lot to put you back to where you are. The first season for a dog is a learning season. You don't have a pro. You're going to have days where it's like you're sitting there going, that isn't my dog. I don't know whose it is. You know, you do. They're living, breathing things. They're not machines. They make mistakes. They get excited. I'm sure you've heard about having a dog hold conditioned and force fetched. So this dog's force fetched, this dog's hold conditioned. A force fetched dog, well, anything I put on the ground, she will take. Fetch. Okay, so basically this dog is trained for whatever I send it on, it will pick it up, no questions asked. If I have her out in the field and she looks at a bird and I scream fetch, she'll pick it up. So some of the drills you're going to see is the really boring ones. It's repetition. It's to make the dog steady. It's drills. It's marking drills when it's a dog sit. I don't know how many of these I do a day. Sit. The whole rule of this game is I throw bumpers and she doesn't move. This is how you teach a dog to be steady. It's thousands and thousands of these where she learns that just because it falls out of the sky, she doesn't get it. It's what I tell her. Lots of times when you're hunting, bird goes down, you have more birds coming in, they have to wait. Good girl, here, come on, here, go on, here. Nice. Sit there.
We don't cook waterfowl to the point where it's well done. We cook waterfowl so it's pinky in the middle. Like you cook it like a medium rare steak. Goose and duck are not generally really gamey birds. If it is really gamey, it's probably because like the fat and the sinew and things that should be removed weren't removed. So if you were to take that goose breast as it lays flat and actually cut it lengthwise so that they're thinner strips, and then tenderize it with a meat tenderizer a little bit, you'll get it to tenderize really quickly, so you can just get it on the grill right away if you wanted to. Another tip is that if you do have time to marinate it, use something acidic. Add something acidic to your marinade, like pineapple juice or orange juice or something that's kind of going to break it down a little bit. So these poppers, a popper is generally a piece of duck or goose, and inside, so you wrap a piece of jalapeno or a regular pepper if you don't like spice, a little clump of cream cheese, wrap the goose around that, and then wrap a strip of bacon around that. And then we're going to cook it on the barbecue pretty much until the bacon's crispy, and that pretty much tells you that your popper's done.
Nothing like a early morning goose hunt, eh? Up at 3:10.
Yep, 3 o'clock in the morning. And look at these guys, they're even up. It's time to sit up. We're on a tight timeline, 45 minutes till daybreak, or shooting time, I suppose. No. I don't even know what time it is right now.
Where's your office? Carly, what are we doing here?
We're trying to hunt.
That's why it's called hunting,
Making some
not
adjustments
shooting.
to the decoys. We've taken the snows and putting them in a smaller clump, I think. We had some snow geese coming in and they just didn't quite commit, so we're gonna try something new with the decoys and then keep our fingers crossed that maybe the Canada geese, when they come out a little later off the lake, will act a little different.
They're coming back over. Here they come. They mixed with the seagulls. Oh no.
Take them! Take them! Oh, that one was hit a few times. Yeah. Did anybody go down? Right there. No. What was that that just fell out of the sky? Did we get one? They called take them. Take them! Shoot them! Yes! Yeah! Another one goes down! Yeah! Woo! Watch that one to the left.
That is so much better than having to run after them.
Yeah.
Nice presentation.
It was an amazing weekend. We had a blast, and one thing I definitely was very evident throughout is the passion for this program. Both of you, it exudes in everything you do here. What do you love about this?
Well, I guess I got into all of this first off, just focusing on myself and then trying to get my family into it. And when I discovered the hunting aspect, actually, so it was Carly who introduced me to all of that, I just couldn't stop. And then I wanted other people to experience what I had experienced. And throughout the whole hunting season, we'll do smaller mentored hunts too, very similar to what we did today.
Okay.
And so that's really what we're trying to spread both across, at least across this province.
Right.
If it can go further after that, then that's great.
And so Carly, so you're with Manitoba Wildlife Federation. How do you see the connection, and where do you see that potentially scaling forward?
So I feel like this team has taken the concept of hunting recruitment to the next level. Cool. So now they're training trainers now versus just mentors taking kids out or women out or families out. They're actually training trainers throughout the year to broaden their outreach in the province and provide accessibility to these programs for everybody that's interested. For us to see 16 new ladies that can run a mentored hunt like they just ran is unbelievable.
Super cool.
Yeah.
One thought for sure that I'd love to hear from you guys is for the women, children, and even men. What would you guys like to say to those folks who are thinking, I can't do this, but I'd love to, but maybe not from a hunting background? Or
If they're not in Manitoba, maybe look for similar mentored type events or associations in their province.
Yeah, good point.
Here, I would say make sure to stay in touch with TLF and MWF, and then just start reaching out and networking, attending events. If it's something that they've been thinking about and they're not sure about getting into, a mentored event is just going to give them that opportunity to decide whether they even really like it and they want to move forward with it.
There's always something special about bringing people together to learn new skills and put them into action. Team Lady Fowlers has done a phenomenal job bringing events like this to life, and we are truly blessed and grateful to have been a part of it. Our family is passionate about educating those who have a desire to step into the outdoors, so this event was a perfect fit. Watching women from all walks of life, sharing stories, laughing, and inspiring one another is a bonus many don't expect. And I'm confident having Kirsten beside me was a catalyst to her piqued interest in hunting in recent months. It's just another testament to the power of events like this. On behalf of us here at North Mountain Adventures, I want to extend a sincere thank you to Team Lady Fowlers, Manitoba Wildlife Federation, Bronchi, Delta Waterfowl, and Oak Lane Retrievers for making events like this possible.
Where I live,